guys, welcome back to Star TV. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to let go of someone you love. Right before we get into today's lovely video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys like this video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and be sure to click the bell so you will be alerted each and every time Star posts a new video. Number one, you have to realize that some people come into your life for a season and they won't be there for a lifetime. And I know when you really love somebody, when you're really close to somebody, whether it be a friendship or relationship, you want it to be forever. You want them to do life with you. You don't want to let go of them. You love them, you're locked in, and it is what it is. But we have to realize that some people come into our lives with a purpose. And let me tell you something, once that purpose is fulfilled, they have to leave, and there is nothing you can do about it. You may try to work things out, but some way, somehow, you guys are going to end up parting ways. And you have to come to the realization that one, they serve their purpose. Two, they taught you a lesson. And three, they actually were a blessing in your life. So you have to appreciate what they did for you, how they was there for you, and how at one point you guys were together, doing life together, but it was for a season. And in that relationship, in that friendship, you learned something. Now with the lifetime relationships and lifetime friendships, these are people who are meant to be in your life forever. You guys are gonna stick it out till the end. But one thing we cannot do is force seasonal relationships to be forever. And that's where we mess up. And that's why it'd be so hard to let go of people that we have a deep, unconditional love for. Because we love them so much that we want them to do life with us, and we don't care what went wrong. We just want to fix it because of that deep unconditional love. But you cannot force seasonal relationships to become lifetime relationships, because some way, somehow, God will make you guys part ways. And a good example of this is I was working at a check cashing place about a year and a half ago, and I met this really good friend. You know, his name was Alvin. He was very hilarious, very flamboyant. He was from Atlanta. And this friend was such a good friend to me. We were working at the same job, and he would just coach me on what to do, how to handle situations with customers. And every time I was working with him, I was so happy. We had so much fun. We was always laughing. He was, just such a good vibe. And, being that he had so many businesses, he was very structured. I was looking for another job when I was at that job, and he was able to give me a recommendation and also have his colleagues give me recommendations. And he helped me to get another job, a job that was better for me. And you want to know something? After I left that job, I would speak to him over the phone, but I noticed at a certain point in time, he stopped answering my calls for no reason. He stopped talking to me for no reason. And I was upset. I was like, what happened to my good friend Alvin? Because I was trying to make a seasonal friendship turn into a lifetime friendship. And of course, I was a little bit sensitive about the situation, but then I realized, had it not been for number one, God, and second, Alvin, I would have never got that better job. He helped catapult me into the right direction so that I could better myself. God used him in my life to be a coach to me while I was at that workplace, and to really pour into me and encourage me and then move me to my next level. And so instead of being upset with him, I learned that, what? He was a seasonal friendship, and he was used by God to teach me so many things about myself, to catapult me to my next level. He was like a destiny helper. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to realize. Some people have to come into your life to help you, to encourage you, to pour into you. But after they complete that, they have to go. And it is nothing that you can do, because the universe will always make sure that you guys separate. So what I'm trying to say is, this is how you let go of people. You realize that they were never meant to be lifetime people in your life. They were meant to be seasonal. So you have to let them go and understand that their assignment in your life is completed. Love them, wish them the best, but don't try to force anything seasonal to be lifetime. So appreciate people, and just know that the people that started with you might not be the people that you end with. And once you accept this, you learn to release people for your sanity and for your mental health. Number 2 is so deep, and this one is coming from the heart. Your life is not over because they left. I know when we lose people that we love, people that we want to be in our lives forever, it can affect us mentally. You start to break down, you start to cry, you start to go into the sunken place, you start to feel empty, like a part of you was missing. And I've been there. Like, there are people that were really close to me, and once they left my life, my goodness, I spiraled into a depression. I started to break out. I had acne for years. Like, it was really that bad. And it's such an unhealthy attachment, you know? And it's even like the same with relationships and friendships. A lot of people think relationship breakups hurt, but friendship breakups hurt even worse. Because y'all know how us girls are. We rely so much on loyalty. We look at our girlfriends as our sisters, our home skillet biscuits. But we have to learn not to be so codependent on people, because when people leave you or when it doesn't work out, right? And it's natural. Sometimes things just don't work out. It's nothing against the person. It's nothing against yourself. It just doesn't work. We tend to lose ourselves, and you can't lose yourself because someone is not in your life. You can't let yourself go because someone left you. There's so many beautiful plans that God has for your future. There's so many amazing things you're going to do. I know it hurts right now, and I know that you have to heal and the world feel like it's crumbling, but you have to go on for you. You have to move forward, because there was a time when you didn't know this person. You have to live. You have to be able to smile again and be happy. Your life is not over because somebody left you. And I know you don't want to hear this right now, but when you heal, you'll be able to soak it in and realize, look, my future is still bright. There's still going to be good times and moments of joy. You know, it hurts, but one day it won't hurt anymore. So all of us have to learn to heal and not to be so dependent on other people for friendship and for happiness and for joy and for peace. Sometimes we make our friends our source of happiness. And when those friends leave, you're empty and you're broken. So we have to learn that they left, it hurts, but life is not over. This is not the end all be all, and I will smile again. And good things are in my future, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to go on. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to be strong, because I know that this is not the end for me, and I know that life goes on. Number 3, it's time you start detaching yourself mentally, so you're no longer codependent on them for your happiness and peace. Now, do you guys know what it's like to be codependent on someone you love, whether it's a relationship or a friendship? You look to this person for happiness. Like, you always got to call this person. You always got to hang out with this person because you feel so happy around them. And when something's going wrong in your life, you have to call them for comfort. So now when they leave, it's like, who do you call to comfort you? Who do you hang out with that makes you feel happy, that makes you laugh? You know, so you start to really break down. We have to stop being codependent on other people, and we got to find that happiness within. We got to find that comfort and that joy within. Find it in the Most High and find it within yourself, because you don't want to be in a place where people start leaving your life and you don't know what to do. You lose yourself. You have to find happiness within so that nobody can take it from you. If your peace comes from within, nobody can take your peace. Nobody can take your joy. Nobody can take your happiness. So if that person is no longer in your life, you will not crumble. You will not fall apart, because you're not dependent on anybody for your happiness. And that plays a huge part in how you let go of somebody you love. Let's recap. Number 1, understand that some people are seasonal. A lot of people aren't meant to be in your life for a lifetime. You can love them, but just know they're not supposed to be there forever. Number 2, you let go by understanding that your life is not over because they left. And number 3, start to mentally detach yourself. When you think of you being happy, don't think of yourself being around them, because you're attaching yourself to them for happiness. You got to detach. You got to think to yourself, wow, okay, so they're no longer a part of my life. So this is new. I have to start over. This is fresh. I have to find somebody else. I have to make new friends. I have to see how I'm going to live this life and move forward, being that things are just so different now. Number 4, it's going to hurt, but if it's not working between you both, you have to let go for you. A lot of the times, people don't understand this. If it's not working out in that relationship, you have to let it go. If it's not working out in that friendship, you have to let it go. Even if you love them, you have to let it go. People are there in your life for a season and a reason. If it's not working, the Lord is telling you it's time that you release this person and go on the path that I have set for you. Everybody can't come with you. And I'm not saying this to be shady. I'm not saying this, to be sarcastic. But God has a different purpose for everybody's life. Some people, I couldn't go with them. I wasn't a part of God's plan for them. And other people couldn't come with me because they weren't a part of God's plan for me. We served our purposes in each other's lives for a season, but we had to separate and we had to move forward because we're going in different directions. We all have different gifts and talents, and God is going to use each and every one of us differently. A lot of the times people are thinking about how hurt they are, so they want to fight for something that's not meant to be repaired. They want to fight to rebuild something that's broken. I know I've been there, and it's never worked out. So we have to release and let go. Number 5, know that life continues. It truly goes on. You have to find people that are for you. I don't know who I'm speaking to today, but you have a tribe out here in this world. There are going to be people who love you and who accept you and who are going to be there for a lifetime and love them throughout that lifetime. And then there's going to be people who are in your life for a season. You're not going to know it's for a season. You're going to get a surprise at the end that it is. But love people, because you never know when time is up. You never know when it's going to be your last time speaking to a person, seeing a person. So enjoy every moment and soak it in. And know that you may feel like you're not able to let go of a person that you love now, but you will heal. You will gather the strength. You will smile again. You will laugh again. You will find joy. You will find a better relationship. You will find a better friendship for you. You will be happy. Life is not over. You will have a testimony. You will rejoice. You will be celebrated. You won't always be depressed. You won't always feel suicidal. You won't always be sad. There's light at the end of the tunnel, but you have to get through those seasons of sadness and darkness and regret and remorse and pain in order to find that peace in the end, and it will locate you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys, and until next time, peace.
What I learned in all these years on this earth, if somebody want to walk out of your life, let them go. Especially if you know you done everything you can do, you done sat around and been the best man or the best woman you could be, and they still want to go, let them go. Whatever they're running after, they'll see what they had in a minute, but by then it's going to be too late. Because you'll sit there and you'll go, because half these people you be sitting around crying about it, worry about 2-3 years from now, you ain't going to even remember their last name. How many times you done seen folks somewhere, you be like, what the hell was I thinking? I done been there, I be like, what was wrong with me? What was I going through? I must have been lonely as hell to hook up with you. Let folks go, son. Some people come in your life for a lifetime, some come for a season. You got to know which is which. And you're going to always mess up when you mix them all.